Alright, hey everybody, back for episode 2 of this Nuzlocke playthrough. Let me turn down my volume just a little bit. Give me a second here. I think I've got it a lot higher than I did last time. Every time I start this program, it resets its volume. Alright, that's a little bit better. Let me turn it up a little bit. It shouldn't be like silent on the video. Alright, so since last time we left, I did just a little bit of grinding. I got one more level on our starter and a few levels on the Groban that we caught. Just show you guys real quick. So you see, Groban's up to level 6. Poplio's level 8. So let's go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna actually press forward a little bit, and we'll see if we do enough to get to another catch on this episode. I think we probably will. But there's going to be, almost certainly going to be a fight first. So we'll do that first. Oh, Ladybug. Good. I am so glad that this isn't what I ran into for the catch here, because the Ledian line is honestly really, really bad. So that's something that I didn't want to deal with. And at least I don't have to deal with it yet. So anyway, pressing on. Doing a little bit more, going forward, getting stuff. About to have our first trainer battle here coming up. I mean, outside of the one you have with How, which doesn't really count. As a reminder, I'm going to be posting all the rules of this Nuzlocke down below in the video notes. So if you, for some reason, start the playthrough on this video, I'm not at all sure why you would do that, but if you did, the rules are going to be below. That's where I'm always going to put them in every video. Obviously, I'm not worrying about IV training. This is not, or rather EV training. This is not a competitive thing. The objective is not competitive. The objective is just to make it through the game, so got to be clear about that. I'm not going to be paying very close attention to what EVs my Pokemon are getting as we move forward. So, first trainer battle. Let's see how our Groban stacks up against whatever's coming here from this last Audrey. She threw out a Baniri, which is the Pokemon that I was hoping to catch on my first catch. Because Lopunny is a pretty decent normal type. Alright, it's not going to be doing much damage to our stout little Groban here, so we're not too worried about it here. Like I said, I did do some grinding in between the videos. Just a few levels worth. Not a whole hell of a lot, but I just wanted to be clear, nothing has posed any threat. None of my Pokemon even below half health, so nothing close to getting knocked out or anything like that. And here's another trainer battle. We could skip it by going around and going through the grass, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and take the battle. Alright, he's got a Caterpie, so this should be plenty easy as well. Since Rattatas are the trash poke, one of the trash pokes in this edition, I can't remember if there's a Youngster Joey who's got himself a Rattata. I have to keep my eyes peeled for him. He's a legend. With his top percentage Rattata. Which, by the way, was the first instance of anybody mentioning IVs in any of the main series. Alright, let's go grab this Pokeball item here. It's a potion, hurrah. Those will come in handy if we're trying to avoid fainting. Alright, here we are at the other end of Route 1. I hang out with the Rockruff for a bit. This is adorable. I gotta catch a rock ruff. Alright. That's enough of that. Could do that all day, probably. So we can't go north onto the next route yet. Can't go past these rocks yet. And we can't go that way either. So that's that, I suppose. There's the next trainer battle right there. Again, we could go around it, but we're not going to do that. Now, Groban's taken a few hits, so it's, you know, a little bit of a question as to whether or not this Rattata could maybe crit our big girl and knock her out. But I'll eat it. I mean, I've got enough health to eat a crit tackle. We'll see how much damage it does overall. Oh, but it missed anyway, so we're perfectly fine. Wow, it missed twice. I can tell you the odds of that are something like 1 in 400 or some ridiculous number like that. Not that I'm not going to take it, but you know, that was crazy that happened twice in a row. Who are these dudes? That was weird. I figure the less said about that, the better. Party time! Can you heal my Pokemon, Kahuna? Guess not. Not even sure what we're doing here exactly. They're having some kind of festival, I guess, which is cool, but... And they're just celebrating the guardian deity, which is cool. Alright, anywho. Let's move on to whatever it is we're doing. It's probably talking to Hala. Or Ha, anyway. Oh, it's a battle festival. Okay. Thank you for the healing. That helps. Sure. Let's do the battle. I mean, yes, we're fighting How again? Yeah, we are fighting How again. See, he's the Kahuna's grandson. Okay. I guess I could see the resemblance, if the Kahuna would ever open his eyes. Alright, so Groban could probably stand up to whatever he throws out first as long as it's not the Litten. If Litten comes out, I'm going to have to swap because I don't need anybody getting early retirement this early in the run. A Pichu? Yeah, okay. Groban could probably handle this. She better be able to handle it because I'm not having to deal with a Thunder Shock is not something that I want my poor Litten to have to deal with, that's for sure. Alright, looks like it's going to be a 3-round combat for our Groban here. That's a lot of stat downs. Got the double attack down and a defense down. That's bad news. No, another defense down. Alright, well, I tell you what, game. I could definitely use a crit right now to end this particular part of the battle. No such luck. Okay, well, the good news is Groban can... Well, okay. Just don't use any attacking moves at all, Hal. That will definitely make this easy on me. Okay, I was worried about that Pichu, to be honest with you, because Poplio wouldn't have much fun against a Pichu with Thunder Shock. Fortunately, Groban did just fine. And hey, Groban learned Mud Slap. Which means I could try fighting the Litten with the Groban, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk it. We're going to go ahead and put in Poplio and take this the easy way. There's no point in taking this in a risky way. Not a chance. Throw that water gun at that little kitten. Not a one-hit KO? Nope, one-hit KO. Ouch. Poplio may not have good IVs overall, but Poplio does have a pretty good special attack stat. Yeah, that's the big difference in that fight for sure. Groban versus Pichu was interesting and a little bit worrying. Because, you know, if I lose Groban, then we're looking at some real trouble for the Poplio, but fortunately they made it pretty easy. Thank goodness for that. So we got our Z bracelet. Hurrah! Every island? Jeez, Kukui. So we get amulets. Please give the island challenge a try. Like, they're not requiring you to do it. But let's be clear. To beat the game, you gotta do it. So we're gonna do it. Your mouth is too large, Kukui. Alright, with that done, we finally start getting into the meat of the game a little bit, huh? Alright, we head home. I guess we rest. Oh, these weirdos again. Talking about this light, huh? Light from the blinding one. I don't remember anything like this in my first playthrough of the original Sun and Moon, so guessing these guys are part of the new stuff in Ultra. Ultra Recon Squad. Yeah, it's right there on the din. Interesting. Frickin' weirdos. Hey, we're back! Yay! And you're forced to go to sleep. Alright. Then we're back. The next day. I am recording this at 2:33 p.m. This time I think it's How who barges in. Oh, nobody barges in. Professor said, bring me that new trainer, woo. Ah, so we're going to the Pokemon lab. But first, a little extra money. All right. Looks like, you see, like I said, I'm recording this at 2:30 p.m. and it's night in the game. So I'm not sure how the camera is set for all this. Or the clock. I'm not sure how the clock is set. Anyway, we're going over here to Route 2, I believe. Yeah, I'll keep your secret. So, I know that the list of Pokemon you can catch here is different, even though this is still technically Route 1. So, I'm going to consult with, like, not only is the selection of people different, Pokemon different, but also, like, they're different levels as well. So, it's really kind of an open question as to whether or not this counts as a different route, since the selection of Pokemon is completely different. I'm going to go ahead and say for now that it does not count as a new route, so I can't catch anything new here, which also means that anything I run into doesn't count toward my total here. If we need to revisit it later, I will come back and catch a new Pokemon here, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it. That's how I'm going to rule this at the moment. So, that's where I'm at right now. Like, if you think about it, Kukui gave us Poplio on Route 1 as well. So we're kind of already jumping over that hoop as well once already. But like I said, I'm not going to worry about that for now because we got there's a lot of other opportunities to catch new partners in this game. So even though we're going to skip over this one for now, it's not a big deal. There's lots of others to come. Soon, I think, actually. But in any case, let's continue with the story. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Story. Oh yeah, this is where we get Rotom. Rotom Dex. Ah, the trainer school, that's right. And if my memory serves me correctly, there's some wild Pokemon to catch there, too. So maybe we can get to our next catch this episode. Alright, we have freedom again. So like I said, I'm going to, for the moment... Wait, what? A lunar eclipse, huh? Maybe that's why it's automatically dark in the game, huh? Alright, so like I said, I'm not treating this as a new route since it's still technically Route 1. Gotta use my mouse to keep talking to Rotom. Alright, but anyway, like I said, I'm not counting this as a new route since it's still all technically Route 1. So we're just gonna press on. We'll take this fight, though. What does this lass have? A young Goose. That thing's got some damage. Probably would be alright, though. What level is it? 6? Let's see what happens. I'm going to use one Mud Slap just to lower the accuracy. Alright, 6 damage on the tackle. So 6 damage on the tackle. We have 25 hit points. Can definitely survive a crit if one comes. Vice Grip landed first. Alright. That time it was another 6 damage. We have 13 health, which means we can survive a crit if it happens. So let's Vice Grip again. No crit, but now we wouldn't survive a crit if it happened. But we got the win anyway, so it's alright. Everything is good. Let's see. It looks like we have the option to care, so let's do that. Oh yeah, Groban's got mud on it. So we will get the towel for mud. This is a lot harder without the stylus, believe that or not. I guess if I had a touchscreen monitor, I'd be able to do it a little better. There we go. Not going to worry too much about this for now. I'll be handling raising my Pokemon's affection off camera. Unless somebody specifically wants me to do it on camera, and then I'll consider doing it. But that's a little while yet before we get there. Looks like Rotom's got the I want to talk to you face on. I guess I was wrong about that. Oh no, I wasn't. Alright. So one of the things you can run into here is a Wingull. We've already got water. We've already got a water type in the party. No flying type yet. But like I said, this doesn't count toward our total. This doesn't count toward our total because I'm considering this a part of Route 1 for the moment. If it becomes necessary, I can always swap it to where we can come back and get one here, since the encounter table is completely different from all the other parts of Route 1, but it is still Route 1, so I'm not going to catch another Pokemon here for the moment. Right, so down goes the Wingull. And we move on. We're going to the Pokemon Center, which is right there marked on the map. We couldn't go this way before. Pokemon Centers have basically turned into, over the series, basically like the one-stop shop for everything. Literal shop in some ways, in some cases. I'm going to tell you, the normal way I play through these games is I try to catch everything I can. I'm a little bit of a completionist when it comes to things like that. But so the Nuzlocke style is a little bit different than the way I usually do it. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up. Take care of the other things we need to take care of here. There we go. It's all we have. It's just a Groban and a Poplio at the moment. Alright. Let's go ahead and get some Pokemon beans. I'll need those later. Give me the pineapple juice, please. Jeez, I forgot how much money your mom gives you. That's crazy. At least compared to what you start with some of the old Pokemon games. Like I said, they really hold your hand in this game. Oh, he gave me a lava cookie. Nice. That may come in handy later. And Pokebeans. Hurrah! There we go. That's all we need to do here. Don't really need to buy anything in the shop. Let's just head straight over to the trainer school and get a new catch, because it's about time we got one. I mean, I've been teasing it this whole episode. It's probably about time that we get one. Or at least, at a minimum, the attempt. Technically speaking, this is still part of Route 1, but it's a new location. So it definitely counts as a new area as far as the Nuzlocke rules are concerned. 4 trainers you have to beat. And Kukui gives you the experience share before you even get your first Z Crystal. It's talking again about holding your dang hand. So I'm not worried about using the XP share because I don't have anything I'm training up yet that can't handle itself already, because our Groban is already level 7. The advantage of only training a few Pokemon, you know. But let's run around, grab some stuff, and then we will go catch ourselves a new Pokemon, because I know where the area is over there. All these potions too. They don't want us to have any of our Pokemon have an early retirement. It's very nice of them. But here's the area over here where we can get our catch for this episode, and that'll be the last thing we do on this episode. Just want to make sure I'm looking at what I need to look at for the Pokemon. I guess I'll save while I'm on the menu. So we do have our Groban in first, which is good because he's got the weaker attacks. And I don't want to knock out any potential catches here. So let's go and meet our third team member. Oh, item. Antidote. That's probably going to come in handy. Definitely don't want anybody getting knocked out to poison. Paralyze heal, just giving us all these items. So good. Is there any other item down here? No, there's a kid. Oh, it's a Pokemon trainer. Okay. I didn't expect this, but oh, it's Youngster Joey. Youngster Joey in this game has a Grimer, not a Rattata. Alrighty. So a lowland Grimer is actually Poison Steel, which means it's got a 4 times weakness to Mud Slap. So let's go to town on this guy. It's got really high defense, though. Alright, so Groban is now poisoned, which is no good. But poison's only doing 3 damage a round, so we should be okay for a turn or two. How much damage is your pound doing? 5 damage? So let's see. We would survive a crit pound and poison. But I think I'm going to play it safe here and swap out. Well, you know, I'll be safe for one more round. Let's go ahead and do another Mud Slap here. Oh, and we dodged it anyway. Alright, but now we would not survive a crit pound and poison. So I'm going to play it super safe and swap out to our Poplio here. Once again, we don't need any of our team members getting knocked out this early in the playthrough. So I'm going to play it super safe. There we go. And a water gun critical hit, and the fight is over. Go ahead and have another care opportunity here. Alright. I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind getting a Grimer. I think that would be pretty handy if I'm going to be honest here. But let's go ahead and save ourselves from having to use an antidote by using some medicine on our poor little poisoned Groban. There we go. Now, isn't that better? I'm going to go ahead and use one of our potions just to speed up the video here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Going to go ahead and use a potion on our Groban to make sure everything stays fine before we try and get our catch on this area. Like I said, I wouldn't mind getting a Grimer. They're a pretty solid physical tank. And the Poison Steel typing is actually pretty good against everything except ground. Looks like we're getting a Meowth, though. Dark type isn't too bad. I'm not a fan of how the lowland Persian looks, to be honest with you. But shouldn't have too much trouble getting this thing low enough to catch, though. I'll start with a Mud Slap to lower the accuracy, because I don't want to get hit too much. And now we'll go ahead and use a Vice Grip, see how much damage that does. Alright, it's already got Bite, and it flinched. Okay. So that's a little scary. Okay, Growl, that's fine, that's fine. I don't like where this fight is sitting. I'm gonna swap out to Poplio here. Just to play it safe. Like I said, there's no point in risking getting anybody knocked out for any catches, even something as small as a Meowth. That said, I don't think I have any attacks that would do small enough damage that it wouldn't knock out this Meowth. Because the one IV our Poplio has that is pretty good is the attack IV. So I'm actually just going to start throwing some balls here. Just to not risk knocking out my third party member when we already have so few party members. Plus, the catch rate's pretty high. There you go. Got ourselves a Meowth. Very good. Very good. Looks like we have another opportunity for care. Let's go ahead and do that. And Poplio hit level 10. That's good. Ooh, man. Look at those stat raises. Yuck. That is very yuck. Still has better stats than our bug, but ugh. Even for a starter, it's pretty rough. But hey, we got an lowland Meowth in the party now. Now, is it a male or a female? It's a female. Alright, I'm gonna... I know somebody who's gonna get mad at me for doing this. But I'll let her get mad at me later. Alright, let's check our new party members' IVs. Or at least the range we can view just after we clean up poor Groban again. Because this happens every time we mud slap something. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of affection with Groban doing this. Alright, so the Pokemon over in this area are kind of like level 7 or 6 or 7. So I'm going to probably do my grinding here, and I'll do that again off video. Just for your benefit, everybody, so you don't have to watch me grind. But let's go ahead and open up here a lowland Meowth. We're also going to go ahead and open Myla's stats. I guess yeah, I'm still not getting used to the keyboard controls on this. Alright, let's see here. That's a pretty good speed stat. The nature is hardy. That's a no bonus, no penalty, I believe. No, it's one of them. I think it's like attack up. Alright, so it's level 7. Hardy. We got 24 HP, 10 attack, 11 defense, 12 special attack, 10 defense, and 17 speed. So go ahead and calculate that for me. Value entered for defense didn't work. Calculations can fail or are less accurate with low level Pokemon. We suggest you check back your Pokemon's at a higher level. Wow. I can't say I've ever seen that happen. Well, anyway, the HP IV is pretty good. And all of the other ones I know are awful on those stats. Unfortunately, the IVs for this Meowth are really quite bad on most of these. Below half for the only good IV is HP. The HP IV is pretty good. Everything else is going to be very bad. Special defense is bottom 6th. Speed is bottom 6th. Special attack is bottom half. Attack is bottom half. It's not very good, unfortunately. Technician is not even the ability I would want. I would want pickup, if anything. So, unfortunately, Myla is probably going to be our first replacement. At the moment, though, at this low level, it's probably not that big a deal. But, yeah, unfortunately, those stats are abysmal. Anyway, though, that's going to be the end of this episode. I thank you guys for tuning in. It ran a little long because I really wanted to get that first catch in there for this episode. But I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said before, I'm going to keep trying to do one of these every day. I'm not recording them in advance. I'm recording them day of. But hopefully I will be able to do one of these every day for you guys. Yeah, so that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.